afternoon, this is AJ reporting for Robin's Fanatics TV, the unofficial Carshalton Athletic vlog. Today we have our pre-ultimate pre-season friendly when we are at home to Tooting and Mitcham. Nice local derby, hopefully it'll be a good competitive game. This day tie was originally supposed to be at Imperial Fields, but it was switched because their tenants, Tooting Beck, start their league campaign today at home to Godalming Town, so that's why it's been switched. As for not much news about, Carshalton didn't have a game this week, so not a lot of news coming out the ground. On other news, Ricky Coboa has signed, I think, a 1-year deal, professional terms, with Northampton Town, so that's all confirmed and done and dusted now, so that's good for him. Wishing him best of luck for that. The Mitcham League announced a new sponsorship deal this week with a company called Pitching In, which is, and the league will now be called the Pitching In Mitcham League. So yeah, coaches and academies and stuff like that, sort of helping non-league clubs through the coronavirus, I think. So that's good for the league. But yeah, back to today, Tooting and Mitcham, we play in the Pitching In Isthmian South Central Division. That's a bit of a mouthful, blimey, have to shorten that. Yeah, they had a not bad season last season before it got curtailed like all the other non-league fixtures did. One ex-Robin that plays for them, like we know about, is Levi Phillips. I think he was there last season, but he's playing signed for them for this season. So, but yeah, local derby. I mean, it'd be hopefully a good competitive game. Hopefully we can come through it. I mean, the back of the defeat last week at Tonbridge Angels, which was defeating scoreline only really, because like I've said before, we played brilliantly in that game. Hopefully we can have a good one today, and probably be quite a strong first team as well. Now we're getting to that sort of the end of the pre-season, so hopefully it'll be a good competitive game for both teams. As for friendlies, I think Carshalton have got one more friendly after this one on Tuesday night. We're at home to Beaconsfield, but then that's it then, and the season starts properly. Well, I say starts properly, the FA Cup starts next Saturday, and Carshalton Athletic are at home to Whitstable Town in the FA Cup preliminary round. So so we've got a couple more games to go before that starts, and then it's all go from there. So yeah, so that's it really, not much more to add to this. I'll be back later with a report on how the friendly went, and hopefully I'll be reporting on a Robin's win. So until then, see you later. Good evening, and this is AJ reporting for Robin's Fanatics TV, the unofficial Carshalton Athletic vlog. Just come home from today's match against Tooting and Mitcham, which finished Carshalton Athletic 3, Tooting and Mitcham 2. A good enjoyable game actually. Scoreline probably flattered Tooting a little bit because we were a bit better than the scoreline suggests, but they scored to make it a close run thing. Carshalton were pretty much in control from start to finish really. Again, another strong team for the Robins. Omar Karamo was meant to start, but he was late, so Nyron Clunis started in his place and had probably his best game today. Looked very dangerous out on the wing. But Carshalton Athletic, started off well, went 1-0 up actually, quite about midway through the first half. The aforementioned Nyron Clunis made a little run, put in a low cross into the 6-yard area, which was turned in by the Tooting and Mitcham number 4 for an own goal, and to make it 1-0 to Carshalton Athletic. So that was good. We continued to dominate. There was a bit of a worrying moment a bit later on. There was a clash of heads between Tommy Bradford and the Tooting number 2. It looked, from what I was saying, it looked like it was a bit iffy actually. The ball wasn't there to be played, and the Tooting number 2, it seemed like he was out there to clap Tommy. But both players went down holding their heads, but thankfully Tommy Bradford came up for got up first and was fine, and the two recovered shortly afterwards as well. But yeah, looks a bit naughty, that one. But yeah, no one was seriously hurt, thankfully. Then Tooting lost a player through an injury up in the attacking third. I don't know what kind of injury it was, but he had to be subbed. But then later on, Carshalton Athletic made it 2-0. And yeah, and the guy who played for Carshalton last week, called David Fisher, plays on the left wing, cut inside and fired home a good shot to make it 2-0 to Carshalton Athletic. So yeah, that was the first half. I went into the break 2-0 up. Thoroughly deserved it. I thought we played really well. Clunis looked dangerous. It was having his probably best game in a Carshalton shirt. You know, looked dangerous, looked tricky on the wing, and was causing him a few problems. And of course, he's probably got an extra incentive being his ex-Dulwich, and Dulwich and Tooting are arch rivals, so he was probably up for this one more than probably others. Who knows? Yeah, so that was half time. It was 2-0 to Carshalton Athletic. Second half was a bit more of a close affair. I mean, Carshalton did have, you know, periods of domination, but, you know, Tooting had a few, but they really punished us for it. But they did pull one back through Mark Waters to make it 2-1 on 53 minutes. That's just taking a speculative shot, and then, you know, it's gone in to make it 2-1. So then Tooting probably had their strongest spell after that, but then Carshalton made the game safe a bit later on, with Dan Bennett getting a great goal. I'm underestimating that. It was a stunning goal, about 35 yards out. He just wellied it straight in the top corner. It was past the keeper before he could even react to it, and Dan Bennett just stood there like, wow. I think he was shocked at his own ability, let alone sort of us Carshalton fans at the back behind the goal going, fucking hell, you know. Stunning shot, made it, you know, 3-1. You know, probably made the game safe with that one. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, hopefully you'll get to see it at some point. But it was a stunning shot. Just, it looked like he had put no effort into it, but he just fizzed past that goalkeeper like he wasn't there. So that brilliant Dan Bennett, who's been, you know, really, really good for us all pre-season since his signing from Kingstonian, you know. So yeah, that sort of made the game safe. Tooting, Mitcham did pull one back. Shot came across, hit the post and rebounded to sub Calvin Ajay, who fired into the roof of the net to make it 3-2, to make it a bit of a concern, but not too much really. I mean, we had the game in control after that. Omar Koroma had a good chance to make it 4-2, but he fired wide after, you know, getting himself into a good place. But yeah, but it's finished. Carshalton Athletic 3, Tooting and Mitcham 2. So yeah, great, another good victory, hard-earned victory. We seem to be able to dig down and, you know, really go for the win if we need to. Yeah, so, you know. That was it. Tooting, you know, weren't great, but, you know, they showed flashes. But I think we were the better side and deserved the 3-2 win in the end. So that was good. Yeah. So yeah, final score was Carshalton Athletic 3, Tooting and Mitcham United 2. In front of a good crowd as well. It was quite a good crowd there. It was a nice, pleasant, sunny afternoon. So yeah. As for other news. Ricky Kaboa made his competitive debut for Northampton Town today in their victory, and he actually assisted two of their goals. You know, made a great impression. You know, in the end, they beat Cardiff City. Cardiff City 3-0. You know, so you know, that's a good debut to have, you know, against an ex-Premiership team, Cardiff City, and yeah, Northampton played them off the park by the looks of it, and Ricky Kaboa set up two of the goals for him. So brilliant, great start to his Northampton Town career. Absolutely delighted for him. Yeah, unfortunately Mickey Miller wasn't in the watch Rotherham squad for today's game. But yeah, he'll get his chance. But it just goes to show how much of an impression that Ricky Corboa made when he actually started coming from the start. So good for him. But yeah, it stayed behind afterwards and watched England scratch a 1-0 win over Iceland. It was a pretty awful game, to be fair. I mean, took a 93rd minute penalty to win it, and then Iceland got a penalty after that and missed it. But not a great performance. But it was a win, so that was good. Yeah, so that's it. Any other news? No, just Carshalton's last friendly is against Beaconsfield Town on Tuesday night. I'll probably do another one of these vlogs with that game in mind as well. Yeah, so yeah, it's all good, and then we start next week in the FA Cup preliminary round. Before I sign off this vlog for today, I just want to have a mention to ex-Carshalton stalwart James Barrett Sterling, who's fundamental in the success of Robins TV, and unfortunately he's not a part of it anymore, which is a real shame, But that's the guy that did interviews and the match commentary, and apparently we're still finding someone to replace him. But I just want to say, if you see this, James, thanks for all you've done. You're a great host for Robins TV. I enjoyed being interviewed on there by you before the band came in to ignition, my band should I say. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you at a Carshalton game in the not too distant future, and you can stand behind and go with us, and maybe I'll even get you on this one, who knows. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to James Barrett Sterling for all the work that he'd done from scratch for Robins TV to make it the success it is today. Unfortunately, they've not been around much because the guy that does the filming has broke his wrist, so we've not had much from it. But when the season starts, I'm sure they'll have someone in place showing the game highlights. But yeah, I just thought, as he's not really getting any recognition from the football club, I thought I'd give him some recognition on my vlog, because I asked for his advice when I started doing this sort of thing, and he helped me out massively. So yeah, so thank you, James Barrett Sterling. Hopefully we'll see you soon, mate. Okay, right, I'm gonna have to log off this now because it's getting dark and I'm starting to turn into a black blob. So I will be back hopefully on Tuesday with another vlog from the Beaconsfield game. But in the meantime, stay safe, and thank you for watching this vlog. Alright, take care, as for now, arrivederci.